when we saw him, we started screaming, JJ, JJ.
That a coup will not succeed if the atmosphere, the climate is not calling for it.
He told Ghanaians, I have hard work for you.
Christianize me if you may, but don't try to Europeanize me.
In June 1979, Ghana was at a crossroads.
That a coup will not succeed if the atmosphere, the climate is not calling for it.
He told Ghanaians, I have hard work for you.
Christianize me if you may, but don't try to Europeanize me.
In June 1979, Ghana was at a crossroad. Another military coup was at hand. A young Air Force pilot who a few weeks before had been court-martialed and was awaiting execution was broken out of jail by his colleagues to lead what would be later known as the June 4th Revolution. Little was known of this man who would later be instrumental in changing the future of Ghana forever. His name, John Rawlings. John Rawlings was born in Accra, Ghana, on the 22nd of June 1947 to his mother Victoria Abop-Chui and his Scottish father James Ramsey. He attended Ghana's prestigious Achimota School. An elite school at the time, Achimota was founded on the principle of providing African students with the British model of a public education. The school boasts of an impressive alumni, with Ghana's first president, Kwame Nkrumah, Gambia's Sadawada Jawara, and Zimbabwe's president, Robert Mugabe, all being former students at different times in the school's history.
I must say that it probably was one of the finest times of my life. You know, Achimota School. It's a place to be proud of.
I noticed him, yes, because he was very visible and bullied us even though we were in the same class. Not in a very bad way, but you know, bullying is bullying. And so you can't help but notice him. But I never thought that he would come this far.
By collective effort, that the nation's problems can be solved.
Before his fame as a revolutionary, John Rawlings was unknown to most of Ghana. In March 1968, he began his training as a pilot officer.
I wanted to fly from the age of 6. Honest. I was standing next to my mother, you know, in a compound house when the young men also in the house, you know, asked me what I'd like to be when I grew up. And I said, I'd like to be a pilot.
A hands-on leader, Rawlings ensured the rebuilding of Ghana would be shared by all. Soldier and civilian took part, with no task too big or too small.
His passion is the underdog not being maltreated or mistreated. And looking at a situation where if we have, let's say, 6 million Ghanaians, he wants to bring all 6 million Ghanaians to a certain level of livelihood.
I know him to be a passionate man. He wants things done immediately. I always say Kwame Nkrumah always wants things done yesterday. And Rawlings wanted things done immediately.